from the Texas shooting lived here in North Phoenix. He has been identified as Elton Simpson. Reports say that he lived here in this Autumn Ridge apartment complex. It was blocked off all night. We were getting calls into the newsroom saying that people who lived here were not able to get home, but this morning a little bit different situation. They removed the crime scene tape, and we were able to get on site and talk to some neighbors. They say that they knew Simpson and that they also were not allowed to get in last night. They tried about 11 o'clock, could not get in until 4 this morning. Take a listen.
I've heard from my neighbors that they were asked to evacuate. I don't know where to. I don't know for how long. But when I came back this morning, I got greeted by my neighbors saying, "Thank God you're okay."
You know, we just talked to them. You know, we moved here about 3 months ago, you know, and it seemed like real nice, but they were really into that Muslim thing. You know, I mean, really into it. He was like trying to convert everybody on that. But you know what? I don't know. Pretty damn strange.
The neighbors say once again that they did know Elton Simpson. They say he lived with his brother but went by a different name. They say he was pretty nice and quiet. Now, FBI agents are still going through the unit. They're investigating. And as for the second shooter suspect, that person has not yet been identified. So we're going to stay out here and try to get all the information we can about what the FBI agents are looking into. And of course, we'll continue to update you as soon as we get those details. Back to you.
All right, Courtney, thanks very much. Now, while all this is unfolding there where Courtney was reporting live, we are able to confirm that the FBI had set up a watch on these individuals dating back many years, all the way back to 2006 over original
to dig and gather more evidence
in this area. So there's still this investigation ongoing in Texas, as well as the focus here in Phoenix. And Fox reporter Casey Stiegel is going to work the story for us from Garland, Texas. Stand by for a live report from him in a few minutes. Now, our other big story this morning is the weather alert here in the valley. Did that lightning and thunder wake you up overnight? Boy, those...
Some years later, my mother discovered that he was a bigamist, had another family.
Dog cams at the 50.
Divorce, and, you know, she only had a third-grade education.
Some pretty impressive rainfall totals, pushing an inch in a number of different locations out in the East Valley and up toward Cave Creek. People woken up by the lightning and thunder, and you can see some of the lightning strikes caught on our South Mountain Tower cam over a relatively short period of time. Now, the rain is still coming down in some parts of Arizona pretty intensely. As a matter of fact, it's working its way up to 17, bearing down on Flagstaff. We know that the rim country's really been getting hit hard. And here in the valley, well, Celeste has been on wet weather patrol all morning long. We're going to check with her in a minute, but first, that news conference in Dallas just getting underway.
The security concerns that they had was because of the top event.
So we like to see the drug dealers. But
with those folks before. Formalized, added officers, our officers, and I'll explain that Garland police officers work at the event center all the time as an off-duty job. And that's what the case was last night for everybody that was seen, and then some SWAT personnel that was in the back. The event they paid an additional $10,000 for that security last night. The plan included GISD security officers, uniformed police officers, bomb personnel, SWAT personnel, along with FBI and ATF. The event began at 5 p.m. and was to go to 7 p.m. The event was going very smoothly. And about 10 minutes to 7, a dark-colored vehicle pulled up to the west entrance parking lot. There was a police officer, a police car there blocking that entrance, a police officer in it along with a GISD security officer. When that car pulled up and stopped, those officers began to exit their vehicle, and 2 men exited the dark-colored sedan. Both of them had assault rifles, came around the back of the car and started shooting at the police car. The police officer in that car began returning fire and struck both men taking them down. At the same time that was starting, we could actually hear gunfire around the parking lot. We had a SWAT react team in the back that very quickly responded within seconds and helped secure the scene. Both those men died there on the street next to their car. As soon as they got that secured, our bomb unit and what we know and what we've trained on, it's very likely that these people that do this may well rig themselves or their vehicles with bombs. And so we started taking that precaution. We started widening an area and securing that. That included businesses around in the area. That included the Sports Academy just behind the event center, the Sonic Drive-In, Sam's, Walmart, to mention those. On the other side of Garland Road, we did not evacuate any of those. We also evacuated the Hyatt Hotel that's right behind the center. Once we got that done, many of you were there, and we continued to work the vehicle from the bomb unit side. They detonated. As they started working the vehicle, there were several detonations of things they were finding. One of the first detonations you heard was to open the trunk of the vehicle. Once that was open, they found several things that they were suspicious of and continued to ignite those and look into those. There were no bombs found in the vehicle. The site is still an active crime scene this morning. The FBI forensics, along with our forensics unit, is working that. And again, it's an ongoing situation. The concern yesterday and today and every day that we work here is the safety of everybody in this city, visiting and the folks that live here. We set up a plan yesterday to keep those people safe.
The people, and I think it's time for the people to rise up and take the government back.
Was taken to the hospital and treated and later released. He was the only one hurt in this incident yesterday. Because of the way we were set up, we were able to stop those men before they were able to penetrate the area and shoot anybody else or attempt to shoot anyone else. And for that plan was successful that we set up. Once we were working last night, of course, we were stressed on personnel. Plano, Irving, DPS, again, along with FBI and ATF, continue to assist us and assisted us last night. With that, I'll take some questions.
Can you confirm the men's names and whether the two suspects and whether, and in fact, there is a connection between the event that is happening and these men?
There's a lot of things that I know is going out, and some people are releasing names. We are not releasing any names. Again, at some point they will be, but we are not releasing any names at this time.
Joe, what do you think was the intent or the motivation of the suspects?
Obviously, they were there to shoot people. We will continue to investigate. This is not going to be a real fast investigation. We've got our suspects. We continue to monitor social media and gather other intel to make sure that we're not getting any more or any threats. So we don't know their intent, other than we know that they were willing to pull up and start shooting on police.
Joe, do you expect any other terrorist attack? Was this a terrorist attack?
We're certainly looking into that. We have not knocked that out, but again, we're working with the FBI, and we will eventually figure out what that is.
Joe, do you expect any other arrests, any aiders, abettors, anything like that?
Not at this time. Again, we're working with FBI. There's a lot of things in motion right now, but I don't know of any other arrests at this time.
Joe, did y'all have enough people out there? We're hearing that requests for additional SWAT personnel were denied, and that only half of the SWAT team was actually on scene.
We had enough personnel there. We had the REACT team that was there very quickly, and yes, we had enough people on scene. I don't know that.
Joe, what At what point did these men get to the Dallas area? Do you know?
No, we don't. That's part of the investigation. Again, there was some luggage in the back, so we're not sure when they actually got here.
Can you talk about what else you found in the trunk when you detonated?
Luggage, I know, and I don't know what all was inside that luggage. I'm sorry. I know that there was additional ammunition for their rifles. I don't know if there were any other weapons at this time.
Sir, in the days leading up to yesterday, part of the security planning, were these two suspects people that you guys were made aware of? Pictures given to you guys, be on the lookout for these guys?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Have there been any specific threats made or any intelligence received about potential threats in this event?
No, with anything like this, we continue to look every single day at things. Had there been chatter over a month or so from time to time, yes, but no specific threat.
Joe, when did Garland ISD contact you? Was that Friday that you all began to put this plan together?
Oh, no, this is several months ago. Several months ago.
So your plan was in place with ATF, FBI, etc. before this weekend?
Correct.
How many officers, how many total Garland PD at Garland ISD?
We're not releasing that right now.
Hey, Joe,
I can tell you there was $10,000 that was spent on additional officers.
Joe, when they exited the vehicle, did they say anything to the officer and the security guard?
Not that I've been told. From what it appears, they simply got out and started firing.
Joe, first officer